Kia ora, I'm Nokise, and we're on one hell of a road trip through Aotearoa. So come check out some of the people and places that make this country special. If a map of the North Island was a dartboard, then Taupo would be the bullseye. And you'd be stoked to strike a holiday here. It's an outdoor lover's paradise with no shortage of mountains, rivers, and loads of bush to explore. Or you could just try and nail that hole-in-one down by the lakeside. Close. On the side of Lake Taupo, there's a farm with a brewery, where a good Kiwi bloke named James is living the dream.
I reckon, James, pretty good, eh?
Pretty damn good.
Yeah, mate.
Bloody hell.
Tongariro, Ruapehu. Yep, had in the mist there today.
Very hobbity, the old misty mountains.
Yeah. I'll go check out the farm then.
All right, bud.
Good coffee, by the way. Yeah, mate, you can talk to James.
Yeah, very cool. I've had worse responses from audiences. Is it a bad thing to see lockdown out on a farm with a brewery?
Hell no. I have to admit, I did go and drop a few care packages off to people around the area and delivered a bit of lamb and things like that. I think it was just a few of the hospo staff and the other odd person. I'd just drop a bit of beer off just to, yeah.
Oh, good on you.
In the letterbox, of course. So.
You're like lockdown Santa.
Yeah, I was really, yeah.
It's a bit scary being on TV, isn't it? I remember my first gig, you know? I was real nervous. At the old ideas room.
This is where we put our staff during COVID. Obviously we had lambs on, the drought was on, so we're just planning to make sure that everything was working because things were turning carnage overseas. You know, with the meat, we didn't know what the hell's going to happen with it, like whether it's going to get sold or. It was a bit scary, and I just rang the livestock agent and I said, "Tell me some positive stuff." And he did, you know, and it just kept you going. The works were pretty negative on it, which was fair enough, you know, pretty scary for them because they still having this meat and they didn't know whether the markets were going to take it or not, and it still is that way a bit, but just the odd day you just have to ring up and say,
tell me some positive stuff.
Yeah, I think the brew is sort of taking care of itself because.
Oh, look, from my experience, the beer will always tell you positive stuff.
But it was more the farm that was a little bit scary there at times, yeah.
It sounds like a livestock agent / hype man.
It was, it was really good and encouraging us to keep going and no, they're gonna run away. Hey Blackberry, come here.
This is basically as close to being in Foot Rock Flats as I've ever got.
Come here.
You guys want some Hell's Pizza? Try the pandemonium? Chicken and cranberry. Bah! Let's try it in Samoan. Bah! Shh. We know that beer and lamb go together as a meal.
Bloody well, yeah.
Yeah, do they go together as a business?
Hell yeah. Obviously we're feeding out the grain to the livestock. We're watching, how much livestock we're carrying to look after the water underneath, because the water comes 70 metres below the shed. With farming, you are trying to chase perfection all the time, but you'll never get it because there's always variables coming at you. And I believe it's the same with brewing, you're always tweaking and I think there are a lot of similarities in it,
So we're currently in the process of recycle. You think of the malt like a coffee shop, we're just tamping that down and turning the malt into a filter bed. Just the other day we actually hit a bit of a milestone, we reached batch number 666. Right. So this is the lager of the beast.
The lager of the beast.
Right. Yeah.
That's awesome. I see you got a little pentagram there as well.
Yeah, just got to give it some character, right?
All right, shotgun. Here we go. So what are they eating here, pal?
So mate, they're eating the mash that Rory was showing you earlier. Love it because there's still a little bit of sugar left in it.
Did you know that you could use the stuff from the brewery for the foam?
Yeah. We knew we could feed it to them.
You got a little bit on your nose there, mate. What do you do for yourself? Just James. What do you do for yourself, mate?
Apart from having the odd beer, probably just, like to get out hunting and fishing and enjoying all the good things around Taupo, and occasionally head over to the coast to catch a fish. Yeah. Just do what most Kiwis do, I think. Yeah.
Do what most Kiwis do, just hunt and fish.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
Go into town and occasional beer.
Yeah.
Okay, you really are the Lakeman, aren't you?
Yeah.
Should we go back in? Yeah, come on, let's go back in. Come on, Bart, mate. Last one through closes the gate. You know the rules.
Next up, we're heading out to Otago Peninsula to meet Sophie, a woman with a passion for big birds. And Megan's gonna introduce me to her cheeky friends.